Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Geeky, which is Lisa Rinna and Erika Jayne, both playing the same victim card with the same exact rationale, trying to save their diamonds. But I think the real question is Bravo in on their scheme? But before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So with that, you guys, let's dive right on in. So as we know, just as a refresher course, Lisa Rinna has been trying to garner sympathy from the fans and the audience after there was this huge outcry for her to be fired. You know, we saw her being booed at BravoCon. Someone at BravoCon directly asked Andy Cohen, "When are you firing Lisa Rinna?" There has been situations with Botgate, with the Kathy Hilton situation, Kathy having her boundary. I'm not coming back if the two big bullies are coming back. There's been a lot of drama. As Kathy said, the list could go on and on. But as we revealed, it seems as though Lisa Rinna might be behind the fake, quote, threats. You know, we saw that the alleged accounts that were threatening her were fake accounts. They had no followers. They were then deactivated. They were then deleted. And again, it was too on the nose, talking about the death of her mom and all this, that, and the third. And as we all know, a big thing Lisa Rinna said to justify her piss poor behavior was that she was grieving the loss of her mother. We all called BS on that and said, you've been evil for years. And also, we understand and we're sad that your mother passed away, but that is not a justification for everything that she has done, right? So again, she's been using these fake threats that she probably made up herself, you know, with the bots to deflect from her own guilt or participation in actual Botgate, which was, you know, the racist and threatening cyber attack on Garcelle's son. And then also to get, you know, I'm a victim too. I'm being threatened too. Feel bad for me. I'm not this horrible person, you know. So if Bravo, because I actually think Bravo wants to bring Lisa Rinna and Erika back. And I think that they're trying to make it so that the audience has more sympathy for them to justify bringing them back. So I think Bravo is in on the scheme. I do, but we see through you. But now, of course, her sidekick, Erika Jayne Girardi, is now in on literally the same exact scheme. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says Erika Jayne reveals her regret from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12. She insinuates shame and guilt played a major role in behavior. Girl, bye. It goes on to say there are many stages of grief, including anger, and viewers may have seen the wrath of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Erika Jayne has unleashed on her co-stars throughout her time on the show. In a new interview with InStyle, Erika's therapist, Dr. Jen, side note, Dr. Jen, you better watch out. The medical board might be coming for your doctoral license or your medical license, whatever it is, because as we saw when you were on the show and your little interview segment with Erika was completely scripted. Everything you said was 100%, in my personal opinion, what she told you to say because she wanted to do damage control. Also, allegedly, quiet as it's kept, they're saying that Erika's lawyer was also on the same exact Zoom call. I don't know about you, but who does therapy sessions with their therapist and their lawyer? The lawyer was there to oversee and make sure that the therapist said exactly what she was supposed to, and that Erika didn't say anything that could incriminate her. So is that a therapy session, or is that a setup to try and do damage control and reputation control? I don't know what moral therapist is agreeing to that. So Dr. Jen, miss me, girl. Miss me, miss me, miss me. All right. And then also don't forget that both Lisa Rinna and Erika Jayne are using grief as their excuse. Oh, Lisa, I'm grieving the death of my mom. That's why I'm so angry and being an a-hole and being mean to people. Wah, wah, wah. And then Erika Jayne's like, well, I'm grieving too. And this is my anger. And that's why I'm doing this. Like, the two of them couldn't come up with two separate reasons. They both have to do grief and they both have to do anger. Like, they couldn't come up with anything else. Like, bye. Like, that's how you know they get together and scheme. Like, that's how you know they get together with the BS and scheme, because they can't even come up with other creative excuses for their piss poor behavior. But anyway, let's keep going. So Dr. Jen says, yes, you actually do need to grieve a divorce, adding that shame and guilt are natural feelings to go through when leaving a partner for the sake of your own well-being, in addition to anger. Erika seemingly agreed, reposting the article to the Instagram stories. But does that include you pretending to leave your partner because you don't want to go to federal prison because you were complicit, if not participant, in California's largest criminal fraud scheme? Is that your own well-interest and well-being? Girl, bye. Erika has been heavily criticized for filing divorce papers to end her marriage to her estranged husband, Tom Girardi. Just as news broke that he allegedly embezzled millions of dollars that were owed to widows, orphans, and a burn victim, the public, as well as some of her cast, have found the situation a little too coincidental. And Erika herself has faced lawsuits alleging she knew of Tom's crimes and profited from them. Erika adamantly claims that she had no knowledge of the embezzlement or any of Tom's sordid endeavors prior to her decision to leave the now disbarred attorney. This is the thing, Erika. You can't, like, it's such an obvious lie, because number one, just like the article said, you were already facing lawsuits, so you knew stuff was coming. You were getting subpoenaed. You knew stuff was coming. And if you thought that if you had no knowledge of his crimes, if you didn't know he was doing anything wrong, why then once the lawsuit and subpoena come in, did you and Tom and his lawyer buddy set up an account for you at Wells Fargo in Florida, where he has funneled over $500,000 to you since 2020? Or maybe it was since 2021, actually. Ever since when you, right before you allegedly separated from Tom Girardi, even though you already admit that you talk to him every single day, and it's already been documented that both Tom and you and his lawyer friend set up this account for you to be able to be funneled money to. That doesn't sound like two people who are divorcing. That doesn't sound like you being mad because he allegedly was cheating on you. When, quiet as it's kept, you knew he was cheating. You didn't care. You knew he had mistresses. You didn't care. As long as he was funding your lifestyle, that's all you cared about. That to me sounds like two people who are in cahoots, who have a contingency plan, not two people who are actually in real life divorcing. So miss me with this whole grief and shame over the divorce. All right, let's go. So, dun, 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 dun. Dr. Jen says, I see women experiencing so much shame and guilt around divorce, adding, feeling a sense of failure around the marriage, even when leaving was the right thing to do, can be overwhelming. The relationship expert continued by saying that those feelings of shame and guilt perpetuate everything else. This could indicate the reason behind Erika's erratic and unpredictable behavior during the most recent season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Between screaming she's the only one she cares about, mixing alcohol and antidepressants, and moments of tears, the entertainer had viewers wondering what was going on with her, as she seemed to express no shame at times, but then again, denial is also one of the steps as well. Erika recently addressed her regrets during BravoCon of 2022 and took ownership of her misuse of medication and alcohol, calling it, quote, not my finest moment. However, she had many of those moments during season 12. Bravo has put The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 on an indefinite pause for the time being, after season 12 took an emotional and dark toll on cast and producers. So I do think that what they're doing, a part of this indefinite pause, is they're trying to rehab Erika and Lisa Rinna's reputation so that they can justify bringing them back for season 13. That's a big component of what I think is going on. I think that the producers are unable to do their jobs and find new fresh faces, find new women who are actually, have clean money, are rich in like a clean way, not this fraud, and not, Lisa Rinna being broke allegedly, so they're unable to find women who are interesting, who have storylines, who have personalities, and who have clean money to do the show. And so they're probably desperate, and they probably want to bring Lisa Rinna and Erika Jayne back. And the way that they're doing it is trying to rehab their reputations, but it's backfiring. We saw that Lisa Rinna's quote threats were probably created by Lisa Rinna herself, and Diana probably paid for the bots and the fake comments in order to do so. And Erika Jayne, to me, this message is so tone deaf. Like, I don't know, she has a new PR person, but maybe she needs to fire them. But the shame and the guilt Erika Jayne should feel should have nothing to do with it divorcing Tom Girardi. It should do with the fact that she's victims. When we know that victims, when she's trying to hold blood diamond earrings in the face of them needing to be auctioned off to help the actual victims, she should feel shame and guilt around saying she doesn't give a damn about anybody but herself, and that no one should care about anybody but her. She should feel shame and guilt for her disgusting, remorseless, cold and calculated, narcissistic, disgusting, dismissive behavior that she has shown to actual victims, to the people's whose back her entire lifestyle was built upon. That is what she should feel shame and guilt about, not this bogus, stupid, bizarre, unnecessary, fake, and fraudulent divorce from Tom Girardi. Erika, watch yourself. And you should be shaking in your boots because his alleged love child has now recused himself. So who's protecting you in the FBI now? Who's protecting you now, boo-boo? The chips are starting to fall. But I want to know what you guys think. I think the biggest question here, because to me it's obvious, Lisa Rinna and Erika Jayne are windmilling to keep their diamonds. They're trying to do, reputation rehab by playing victim, by saying that they were grieving and they were angry and that's why they were so evil. To me, it's a bunch of BS, and I think it's clearly just a PR stunt. But I think the bigger question is, do you think Bravo is in on it? Do you think Bravo is saying to them, go out there, try and get sympathy, try and rehab your reputation so we can bring you back? Or do you think they're doing it on their own in order to get Bravo to bring them back? So I want to know what you guys think. Put it in the comment down below. But before you do that, you know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the so you don't miss it when we go to share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So with that, you guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!